30s. Dorothy Day's diaries begin in early 1934, nearly a year after the launching of the Catholic Worker on May 1st, 1933. By this time, the main features of the movement were already in place. The newspaper selling, as it always would be, for a penny a copy, houses of hospitality for the practice of the works of mercy, a roundtable discussion for the clarification of thought. By the next year, with the establishment of the first farming communes on Staten Island, and then in eastern Pennsylvania, all the elements of Peter Morin's original vision would be in place. Dorothy's diaries for this period, intermittent and fairly random, are mostly written on loose sheets of lined paper, in some cases seemingly torn from a notebook. She evidently drew little distinction between these private writings and the relatively personal reportage and reflection that she contributed to the paper. Indeed, many of these entries were reproduced verbatim in her early book, House of Hospitality, a chronicle of the early years of the Catholic Worker. These early diaries, set against the social struggles and hard times of the Depression, document the steady growth of the movement. Within 2 years, the circulation of the paper had risen to over 100,000. New houses were springing up around the country. All this posed increasing demands on Dorothy's time, energy, and presence. She was the one who raised the money, who set the tone, who settled disputes, and responded to frequent requests for clarification from the Chancery. Through her extensive trips around the country, she helped spread the vision and united the movement through her monthly columns in the paper. Travel would remain a constant feature of her life over the decades to come. She frankly welcomed a long bus trip as an occasion for solitude, a chance to collect her thoughts, and to find refreshment in a change of scene. But always upon returning, she faced complaints and reproaches. "You are always away." Community life was marked by many joys, but in a community made up, to such an extent, by the walking wounded, Catholic worker life was always marked by disputes, bickering, and rivalries. Desperately trying to inculcate a spirit of personal responsibility and self-organization, Dorothy referred to herself at one point as being in the position of a dictator trying to legislate herself out of existence. While struggling with the demands of the CW family, there was also the matter of her own family, in particular her daughter Tamar, who was only 7 when the Catholic Worker was launched. These early diaries reflect Dorothy's efforts to raise her child in the midst of an unconventional family, always wondering, as any parent does, whether she was doing enough or doing it right.